US Army Psychological Operations. What's up everyone, General Discharge here. If this is your first time with us, our voices are disguised so we can give you information on just about anything without being detected. Today's video is going to be discussing the United States Army's Psychological Operations soldiers. Their enlisted MOS code is 37 Foxtrot and their officer counterparts is 37 Alpha. We're going to be going over their training pipeline, what they do, and who they are. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Before we jump into it, make sure to take a moment and show us some love and support by liking our video and subscribing to our channel. Your support is our lifeblood. Do not hesitate to ask us questions in the comment section below. We check everything. United States Army Psychological Operations, or PSYOP, soldiers are all airborne qualified and disseminate critical information to allies and adversaries in combat situations. PSYOP can also be known as MISO, which stands for Military Information Support Operations, and can be referred to as such interchangeably. They are key players in disaster relief operations and are often tasked with conveying life-saving information to citizens that are cut off from communication. With this information, they aim to influence the emotions, motives, reasoning, and behavior of foreign governments and citizens in a manner that is favorable to Allied objectives. Their motto is persuade, change, influence. PSYOP falls under 1st Special Forces Command, which falls under the US Army Special Operations Command, or USASOC, and then ultimately under US SOCOM, which stands for United States Special Operations Command. Where will you be stationed? There are 4 PSYOP units, 2 active and 2 reserve. 4th Psychological Operations Group and 8th Psychological Operations Group are the active duty components, whereas the 2nd Psychological Operations Group and 7th Psychological Operations Group are reserve components. Both 4th and 8th are based out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. So if you're active duty, you will be stationed there. 2nd Psychological Operations Group is based out of Twinsburg, Ohio, and 7th is out of Moffett Field, California. Since they are reserve components, that does not necessarily mean you will be stationed there. PSYOP soldiers are typically tasked with 4 types of missions: military information support, interagency/governmental support, civil authorities information support, and military deception. In military information support, PSYOP soldiers will attempt to influence emotions and behavior of foreign governments and citizens to aid Allied objectives. In interagency and government support, they attempt to influence decision-making. In civil authorities information support, they spread information to citizens in order to help them with whatever rescue effort that is underway. And military deception is, well, deceiving the enemy. That's pretty straightforward. They mislead enemy forces in combat situations. Alright, you know what PSYOP soldiers do, as well as their mission. Let's go over the training required to become a PSYOP soldier. It is a lengthy and challenging pipeline. Before we list the schools, this only counts for active duty PSYOP soldiers. Reserve soldiers require less training and do not have as many opportunities as active duty PSYOP soldiers. The following is required to become a PSYOP soldier. Military Police 1 Station Unit Training, or OSUT, 20 weeks. US Army Airborne Jump School, 3 weeks. We have a video on this. Make sure to go give it a look if you haven't already. The link is in the description. PSYOP Assessment and Selection, 10 days. If the soldier passes and is selected from the assessment and selection program, then they move on to the Psychological Operations Specialist Qualification course in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which consists of orientation, 2 weeks, language training, 24 weeks, specialist/officer course, 6 weeks, regional analysis, 4 weeks, interagency training, 4 weeks. There's a culminating event in this training, and if they pass, they are officially 37 Foxtrot or 37 Alpha PSYOP soldiers. Keep in mind that while you will be attending MP OSUT and will be airborne qualified, you may still be subjected to the needs of the Army if you do not pass selection. And if you're joining from active duty, you'll start at the PSYOP assessment and selection. There are a lot of different requirements needed in order to qualify for PSYOP, whether you're coming in as a civilian or active duty. We will leave links in the description to the official US Army website so you can see what exactly they are, but we will cover a few. You will have to take the DLAB, which stands for Defense Language Aptitude Battery. It tests your ability to learn a new language. You'll need a minimum score of 85, and your score may affect what language they have you learn during your language training. Guess who else has to take the DLAB? Special Forces candidates. If you want to learn more about Army SF, go give our video on them a look. The link is in the description. You also need to score a minimum of 240 on the Army Physical Fitness Test, which consists of push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. If you're active duty already, you'll need a minimum of 18 months in service. Also, if you want to take a deeper look into PSYOP, there are 2 field manuals that cover psychological operations and tactical psychological operations. We'll leave a link to both of those in the description for you. Well, that is the down and dirty of the US Army PSYOP soldiers. If you learned something from this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you for watching. What would you like to see next?
All your friends are subscribing to General Discharge, and you don't even want to be here.